Carbs make you fat. Refined sugar makes you fat. According to Mick the Vegan. Now, this is not a hate video. This is a commentary and criticisms video. Mick the Vegan, Mike the Vegan, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, fat shamed a teenage girl who came to one of my events a few years ago. I really think that's just uncalled for. You know, where do I start? It doesn't do the vegan community any service when you fat shame teenage girls. You know, it does. It makes everybody look bad. This person used that girl as a bit of a tool to have a dig at my teachings. You know, my teachings. Which, wouldn't they use maybe a picture of Natasha? You know, why wouldn't they use a picture of her, who's a long time carb the fuck up Durianrider, riding bikes, carbon up, sugars, starches, fruits for the win? Why wouldn't you use a real example, a long-term example? Why would you use a teenage girl who is on various medications for various conditions that cause massive weight gain, who weighs more than me, who's not even doing my program, who came to Thailand to maybe learn some stuff, and meet some new friends, make some friends, who's obviously suffering for some personal issues? Why would you make fun of that? Why? Why would you do that? It's pretty poor. Just to have a dig at me? People are welcome to have a dig at me. You're welcome to dig at me, but please have integrity. Please use real life examples. Use the example of Natasha. Use any example of the girlfriends I've coached over the years. If you want to see lean, real physiques, then use them. Use them. Better yet, let's do a live debate. Anyone out there, if you have issues with what I teach or issues with whatever, then hey, hands up. I'm here to live debate anybody. You know, I know a lot of people hide behind jump cuts to pretend they have personality they don't really have in real life. And I know they're scared of doing live debates. I know they hide behind little studies and little screenshots and stuff and jokes and go-go-goes. I get that. But live debate trumps all. It shows who knows this shit and who's pretending to know this stuff. So again, this is I'm not angry, but I am frustrated that it just does a mad disservice, making fun of fat people to promote your anti-carbohydrate or anti-sugar or anti-vegan or anti-Durianrider or anti-carb the fuck up agenda or whatever. Whatever you're trying to push out there, or trying to push your Patreon money, where you get Patreon thousands of dollars per month and you do a video every couple of weeks that takes a couple of hours to make. That's pretty poor effort, I think. If you get that much money, you should put out incredible value. And the information you put out should be sustainable. It should be sustainable for anybody to do. So why don't these people ever use real life examples? Why is that? Why do they just, try and take me out of context and do stuff like that? And use pictures of people who don't even follow my program, who may be fans of me, but they don't actually follow my advice, and who are open about that, not following my advice for whatever ages they have. Or people who are on medications that cause, massive weight gain. There's medications out there that people can take. You could be on 2,000, 3,000 calories a day, and they'll make you gain incredible amount of weight. Prednisone is one of them. Anabolic steroids is another. Estrogen. Various SSRI medications. Various antipsychotic medications can make you gain a lot of weight. Yeah, but these people don't talk about that. They just go, wow, someone ate bananas. But Durianrider's too lean. And Natasha's too lean. And all Durianrider's girlfriends are too lean. But Durianrider makes people fat. But he's very lean himself. He's very fit himself. How many of these munchkins out there are actually fitter than me? How many of them actually have really fit girlfriends? How many of them actually get a person who's a total noob in cycling and turns them into national level within 6 months? Not 1 year, 6 months, based on power data. Drug-free, caffeine-free, stimulant-free. Who does that? Any of these sugar-phobic, carb-phobic, calorie-restrictive, carbs are good, but not too many carbs. Potatoes are great, but don't eat too many potatoes. Fruit's okay, but not too much fruit. Fruit's okay, but sugar's not. But fruit's got glucose and fructose. Sugar's just glucose and fructose, but sugar's whole sugar. There's no such thing as whole sugar. Sugar's sugar. It's glucose or fructose. Sugar is sugar. There's no such thing as whole sugars. It's a fruit. That's not a whole sugar. That's a fruit. Sugar, in chemistry, biology, whatever you call it, is determining a little, a molecule of sugar, glucose or fructose or dextrose or lactose. They're sugars. Whole sugars. When he says whole sugars, what the fuck's a whole sugar? So whenever these people put out this advice, it's such bad advice, because you throw a few studies up there and you flash it and you flash it and you show a picture of a bit of tin that's rusting, and you're saying that that's what happens to your arteries if you eat sugar. Like, what? Where's my rusty arteries? Where is my rusty arteries after 17 years high carb vegan, smashing the sugar? Sometimes I have a kilo of sugar per day. If sugar caused endothelium destruction or endothelium minimization or whatever you want to call it, malfunction or defunction or hindrance, restriction, if refined sugar caused endothelium restriction, malperformance, whatever, if sugar made you perform less because your blood's going less through your veins and arteries, I would be at the back of the pack in every bike ride I do instead of up the front. The only people who are dropping me on climbs are guys who are professional level and they're maybe 20 to 30 years of age. I'm 41 and I hardly train. All right. So if my diet was bad, I couldn't be as good as I am. You know, there's plenty of people better than me. There's plenty of people who followed my advice who are faster up the Durianriders or not some than me. And they're spinning and they're carbon up and they're having the banana smoothies with sugar in it. The people who make fun of sugar and smoothies, all of them, Natasha could flog up a hill. All of them. Now, if you're a guy, you're a vegan guy, and Natasha or any of the girls I coach beat you up Durianriders, there's something wrong with your hormone levels. There's something wrong with your testosterone if a 20-year-old female ballerina is flogging you up Norton Summit or Durianriders. There's something wrong with your hormone levels, all right? And that's probably due to you trying to live just on potatoes. All right? Can't eat any refined sugars. Can't eat no pasta. It's good for refined sugar. Can live on potatoes. Not too many though. Can have a fruit. Can have smoothies though, because that's refined sugar technically. You're destroying the fiber. Causes raising triglycerides, according to studies, someone said. Can't use smoothies, so you're living on a bit of fruit, some potatoes, brown rice, a bit of flaxseed. Wow, that sounds really fun, really sustainable. Not. Insert sarcasm. So I find it very frustrating, and these munted, was it a word, munted? These Patreon vegans, I call them Patreon vegans. They don't really give a fuck about their fans. If they really did, they'd put on free events. They would answer so many questions. It wouldn't be answering questions, oh yeah, Durianrider, here. It'd be like legit questions, smashing out the free content. Thousands and thousands of videos. Instead of taking thousands of dollars and putting up a couple of videos a month that everyone's already seen already. Flash a few studies. Watch the documentary What the Health. All right? People go, why don't you do more study? Watch What the Health. Why doesn't Mick the Vegan rip apart What the Health? Because that supports everything I say about sugar, etc. Why not? Oh, because it's not trending right now to damage that bit. These people, they jump on what's trending. Oh, Durianrider's not too popular right this month. Let's go jump on that. Oh, sugar's bad. Let's jump on that to get mainstream and public acceptance in the vegan community or whatever. That's bad because it's bad advice. Bad advice. You try and do a vegan diet without refined sugar? Pff, I've done it. Performance is like dropping right off. People are like, wow, you're a vegan. Cool. I don't want to be a vegan. I want to be an athlete. I ain't doing that shit. Last week, I ran 1650. Actually, no, last Saturday, I ran 1650 for 5K on a certified 5K course. 1650 on 338 Ks around this year. Do you know anybody on the planet who can run a 1650 on 338 Ks in a year? I'm not talking like gun runners back in the day. My PR is 1635. Right? So do you know anyone who's running almost PR for 5K on 338 Ks in a year? Do you know anyone? I don't. I'd like to know someone who's doing that. That's diet, man. That's nutrition. So anyone out that says sugar is bad for your arteries because it causes clots, causes damage to endothelium function, it's absolute fucking bullshit. Oil does that. Have some oil. You know, have too many avocados and notice your legs like, blah, blah. That's endothelium damage. Do the brachial artery test, the BART test. Test it. Test it. Better yet, get some blood test results. I got my blood tests all the time. I put them up. My glucose, my hormones, my cortisol, my thyroid, all that stuff. Hemoglobin, insulin, all these things over the last 10 years now. It's been 10 years since I put my first ever blood test. 10 years. Putting up regular blood tests. Putting up my fitness tests. Showing my power data. Showing everything. Being transparent of everything. Showing people. You know? And so people might want to knock that, but that's really a bad disservice. When you're trying to discredit or knock the person out there who's put on more free events than anyone that I know in terms of big scale stuff. There's people who move to Adelaide just to hang out with Durianrider or just to experience what I experienced. There's people who move there. There's people who've come over from Canada or Japan or Israel or England. They've come over here, gotten jobs here, or gotten to university. I met a guy from Hong Kong the other day. I'm like, why in Adelaide? He goes, I saw your videos and it looks pretty cool. I was like, rad, you know? So they move here because they see my videos. Or they go move to Chiang Mai because they go, wow, that sounds like fun, we'll do that. You know? And so no one's moving. Where do all those Mick and all those people come from? I don't even know. You know? Those people are always in it for themselves. They're not about community at all. You see them on the street, they're like, hey, got to go now. They're going to fix your bike. They're going to like give you an hour of their time. They're going to like help you start up a YouTube channel. They're going to do none of that. They're like, oh, hey, got to go. See ya. Thanks. See you, mate. I've met all these people out there. These YouTube Patreon vegans. They can give a fuck about the audience, 99% of them. And it's quite sad. This whole YouTube community full of very, very fake people who are just in it to line their pockets and jump on whatever's trending, whatever's going to sell, just go. How many of them are actually really vegan at the end of the day? Vegan for YouTube, vegan for Patreon? Yeah, a lot of them would be. How many of them actually really give a fuck about it? You see how they deal with spiders in their house or whatever, freaking out or like, oh. Anyway, that's my little rant and rave. Not hating, just saying. You know, genuinely, not hating, just saying. And I think it's really poor that people would fat shame teenage girls like that, you know, who aren't going on YouTube to be fat shamed. They're just going on there to get some support, share their story, and you're going on there and you're making fun of them. And they're not even vegan. They're not even doing my program, but you'll say that they are. And you'll forget about thousands of other people who are lean and fit, carving the fuck up on Sugar Mountain. You forget about all those people and just flash a picture of Harley giving his time and generosity to someone who's out of shape and dealing with some personal issues and who just wants a bit of publicity. Would you ever do that, Mick the Vegan? Mike the Vegan, whatever your name is? Would you? You wouldn't. You wouldn't. So before you critique me, walk in my shoes. You know, invest in the community like I've invested. Otherwise, it's just really cheap. It's a cheap shot, mate.